there are still a lot of things that a lot of marginalized communities here in San Jose and the county need. Here in San Jose, one of the biggest things that is needed is a just cause for renters protection for those who rent apartments here in this area. As we've seen in the past 2 to 3 years, it's real easy for a landlord to just put a person out for anything. And because of no cause evictions are the soup du jour here in San Jose, you have neighborhoods like this, the Santee area, where residents are afraid to speak out about things that are or the landlord's responsibility, like insect infestations, like worn carpeting and worn flooring, like bad water piping in their sanitation piping in their bathrooms. But because San Jose seems to be favor businesses over the right to dignity and compassion and lawful respect for tenants. You see a lot of tenants that are like very afraid to say anything out of fear of being retaliated against with the 90-day no cause eviction. San Jose, Santa Clara County, a lot of this region still needs to learn. We all as a nation really need to learn how to have that conversation about race and class and privilege and how it affects things, especially about how it affects housing. And you can see in some areas that, people are really selective. I've seen a lot of my peers not be granted rental in an apartment complex, and when they do avail themselves of the option to meet with the property management group that's available, oh well, you have a criminal, your criminal history is what we base this on. Well, last year HUD came out with a ruling that barring someone rental opportunity solely based on their criminal history violates the Fair Housing Act. But we still see this going on. And so, and what I noticed is there's a lot and we all know that most of the people who are disproportionately, find themselves within the thumb of the criminal justice system are people of color, Latinos, Black, African Americans, and others. And so there is a direct correlation between race, class, and the opportunity for clean, just housing.
And how will a just cause ordinance change that?
Just cause means just that, just cause. When you sign a lease with your landlord, somewhere between page 2 and page 4, it tells you all the do's and don'ts you are allowed, all the rights you have, and all the responsibilities you have, all the obligations you have as one of the members of that apartment complex. And so if you're violating those things, if you're not, and usually, you can't deter one of your neighbors from being able to enjoy their home, and if you're violating any of those, the landlord can still evict you just the same. The landlord just can't come up and decide, oh well, I want these units empty for whatever reason, and give you a no cause notice, and without reason. And that's all that is. It's as simple as that. It means that the landlord has to state a reason when he decides that he wants to terminate a tenancy.